What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports, and for the people that are watching on the Painted Lines, welcome as well. And the Phillies sweep out the New York Yankees today by beating them by a score of 7-0. Aaron Nola was brilliant today. Very, very brilliant. A nice bounce-back start, and something, hopefully, that he could build some confidence off of, because he went really strong in this game. He almost went 8 innings. It was around 7 2/3. The curveball was electric. Just everything that we saw that was just off from Aaron Nola in the past couple of games, he was on it today. He was on his game in his stat line. 7 2/3 innings, only 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. Very solid performance out of Aaron Nola. And the offense erupted today, and especially in these past 2 games against the New York Yankees. It really erupted. Another 7-run outburst by this offense. Jean Segura continues to be amazing, and to prove himself that he should be on the All-Star ballot. He should be voted into the All-Star game, because that's just how electric his bat has been this year. He was off today. Jean Segura went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He was simply fantastic. He has been a major key to this offense for a while. And he is continuing to show that he is one of the key pieces in this offense this season. He just had an amazing game, and definitely, if you're going out and putting your all-star ballots there, definitely put Jean Segura for the National League. Zach Wheeler and Jean Segura right now are looking like a lock for the all-star game for the Phillies, so you never know. Phillies can probably have more than 2 or more than 1 person represented in the all-star game this time for a while. It's been a while since they've had more than 1 person represented, so hopefully it'll be a nice change of pace if Jean Segura does get voted into the All-Star game. But yeah, it was just finally a not stressful game. Finally a game where you're just like, okay, the Phillies are cruising through. Aaron Nola's cruising the offense. They're putting all these runs on the board. It felt nice. It felt good to actually win a game without having to rely to win it in a walk-off fashion, or having to worry about the Yankees coming back and tying the ball game up, or tying the ball game up at late, and you're blowing the save and you have to go into extra innings. Then you have to worry about getting that walk-off hit. It felt good to win in the top of the 9th inning. That's all I'm saying. It felt really, really good, and it was a nice change of pace. But hey, the Phillies are on a 4-game win streak, and they put together a nice stretch. They've won every series on this homestand against the Nationals, against the Braves, and now this 2-game sweep against the Yankees. And that's going to be huge for this team. This offense has been clicking the past couple of games. Let's see if I know I don't want to buy into it, because once again, like I said a couple of videos ago, the Phillies are that team. When they get hot, they like to reel you in, and then they'll throw you right back out there when they start to go back onto that cold streak, or they just go right back into the hell pit known as reality with this damn team. So I don't want to get my hopes up a little bit, but you can't help but be pumped with the way this team has been playing over the past week. It's nice. Definitely a nice change of pace, and definitely it's huge to go into the West Coast road trip with this type of confidence and winning so many series at home. You won 3 straight series, build that confidence up, and you're going to be going up against a tough opponent, well, 2 tough opponents this week in the Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And you might be catching a break against the Dodgers when you don't have to worry about facing Trevor Bauer or Walker Buehler. You're going to be facing Kershaw on the back end of that series, but still, even though the Dodgers, they still have a very good rotation nonetheless. You're facing Gosselin and Urias, but it's still, you're missing a little bit of their top end of the rotation, which is a good sign there. And then also you got to face the Giants this weekend, so it's going to be a really tough stretch for this Phillies team, and hopefully the confidence that they're building from this homestand can carry over into their West Coast road trip. And of course, the West Coast road trip means that they're playing 10 o'clock games at night, in which I don't like that, being on the East Coast, in which that really sucks. But regardless on that, let's get into this game. Offense, they started early. Odubel Herrera leads off the game with a single. Jean Segura gets a single. JT Realmuto manages to drive in Herrera, making it a 1-0 lead. And then you got the very fluky play here from a ground ball by Bryce Harper. Gleyber Torres, honestly, it looked like he caught the ball at first, but then he turned the double play between Jean Segura and getting Andrew McCutchen at second base as well. So it was really just a weird play, and regardless, really can't blame Segura for getting picked off in a rundown just because he thought he had to play just to make sure if Gleyber Torres caught the ball, where I'm not going to put it against him. So You get the 1-0 lead early in the first inning, but then you cash in the bottom of the second inning. Philly's got a couple of base runners on. Andrew McCutchen gets a double. Alec Boehm, whose bat has also been hot as of late, especially during this month, which is a good thing to see. He also gets a single, moving Andrew McCutchen to third base. This is with 2 outs because the next 2 batters, Ronald Torreyes, Aaron Nola, they both get out. So you got a 2-out situation with runners on. And Odubel Herrera barely misses a home run to the opposite field, goes off the wall, and that scores Andrew McCutchen. And then Gene Segura gets a 2 RBI single, scoring Alec Boehm and Odubel Herrera. So that makes it a 4-0 Phillies lead in the bottom of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Phillies continued to tack on the runs. JT Realmuto with an RBI single, making it 5-0. And then Andrew McCutchen just put more runs on the board, a 2 RBI double, making it 7-0. Phillies, that's your offensive output because Aaron Nola was very dominant today. Very dominant. The Yankees only had 4 hits in this ball game. And yeah, Yankees really had no business in this ball game. And Aaron Judge, he was a late scratch in this ball game too. So that definitely helped the Phillies out as well. So yeah, Yankees didn't have it today. Phillies sweep this team. Aaron Nola looked really good. Nice time. Very, very nice and a fun game to watch for once. So we don't have to worry about stressing out in extra innings. So let's go to the lineup box score today. Odubel Herrera goes 2 for 5 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Gene Segura, like I said earlier on, he goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. JT Realmuto, good day at the box office for him. 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Bryce Harper in the cleanup spot goes 1 for 4 with a run scored. Rhys Hoskins, really the only bat in this lineup to not do anything tonight. He went 0 for 4. Andrew McCutchen goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Alec Boehm goes 1 for 4. Ronald Torreyes also had an 0 for 4 night as well. And Aaron Nola goes 1 for 2. Then you get your various pinch hitters. Luke Williams, Jankowski, Matt Joyce. Really nothing going for them there. So, yeah, just a very good offensive day for the Phillies. And if you look at the other stats for the other pitchers that came in after Aaron Nola, Connor Brogdon came in for that final out in the 8th inning, did his job, got that out. And then De Los Santos comes in for the 9th inning, goes the full thing. He only allows 1 hit, and he strikes out 2. So, yeah, bullpen really had nothing to worry about. They were up by 7-0, so just throw these extra guys out in the bullpen. Let's see what these guys can do. Brogdon has been, I think Brogdon, with his numbers, they're so inflated just because he had that one start against the Giants where he allowed so many home runs in a row. So I feel like I think Brogdon has been very solid this year. And honestly, I people are complaining that Joe Girardi should have kept Aaron Nola in to finish off that. I can understand that too, but hey, Aaron Nola's pitch count was in the 100s. Might as well just get him out of the ball game so you don't run the risk of injury with him. So don't mind that whatsoever. You're up 7-0. You can risk that. And yeah, very good ball game by the Phillies. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about whatsoever. And if we look at this West Coast road trip that is coming up this week, like I said, it's going to be very, very important for the Phillies. So if you go into Monday's matchup, it's going to be Spencer Howard going up against Tony Gonsolin for the first matchup against the Dodgers. The second matchup against the Dodgers is going to be Zach Eflin going up against Julio Urias. So it's going to be key to try to win when your best pitchers are on the mound this week because Zach Eflin and Zach Wheeler are going to be on the back end of that Dodgers series because Zach Wheeler will be going up against Clayton Kershaw on the Wednesday night matchup. So definitely going to be, because with Spencer Howard, you know his innings are going to be limited. You know it's most likely going to be a bullpen game. So expectations for a win, not that high tomorrow. So you really got to rely on guys like Zach Eflin and Zach Wheeler to help you to a win, to try and get a series win against a very tough Dodgers team. And then you go into the weekend matchup against the San Francisco Giants. All of those matchups are going to be determined at this point. So we don't know any pitching matchups there, but it's going to be a tough matchup and a tough week stretch to begin with because you're going to the West Coast. These two teams are tops in the NL West. So it's going to be tough nonetheless. And if we look at the standings right now, the Phillies still remain in second place. They are now a game above 500 at 32-31. They are 3.5 games behind the New York Mets, who are at 32-24. And the Atlanta Braves, they've been on a little bit of a skid lately. They've lost 4 in a row, and they're now 2.5 games behind the Phillies. So the Phillies got a little bit of comfortability in that second place spot in the NL East. And if you look at the NL West standings to talk about the matchups going into this weekend against the Dodgers and the Giants, who have still been a very good team this year, they are 40-25, first place in the NL West, and the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are in second place, a game and a half behind the Giants, they are 38-26. And the NL West has been probably one of the better divisions in baseball this year, with the top three horses being the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Padres. So it's a very tough division to go in and play, especially when you're going to their ballparks. So, and especially since now that a lot of ballparks in Major League Baseball are now getting their full capacity back, especially with those fans in the stands, because when I was in Los Angeles, I went to a Dodgers game. It was against the Giants, and that was like right before they were allowing full attendance. Like, you were in the full vaccinated capacity stands, and it was still electric nonetheless. The Dodgers fans are crazy, and it's definitely going to be an electric atmosphere no matter what, when they eventually are going to be allowing that 100% capacity. And I think that's getting close to, I think they're about to allow the 100% capacity. So, like I said, going to be tough nonetheless when you're going into those ballparks. So, it's going to be a tough stretch for the Phillies. Let's see how they take it. Let's see if they can build this confidence that they got from this home stretch, bring it into the West Coast, try to get some wins. It's going to be tough regardless. Going up against the Dodgers, going up against the Giants. We played the Giants already this year at home, and they were a tough team to play against. They have really good pitching. So it's going to be tough for this Phillies team. Let's see if they can build that confidence with this offense the way it's been playing the past few games, with the pitching the way they've been pitching the past few games. And let's see what they can do going into this week's stretch. So what are your thoughts on this game, everyone? What are your thoughts on Aaron Nola's performance, Gene Segura, just everything from this series against the New York Yankees? Don't forget to leave those comments and opinions down in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. For people that are on the Painted Lines, don't forget to subscribe here at TTP Sports. And for people that are watching on my channel, the links for the Painted Lines will be down in the description below, all socials and everything. Also, don't forget to check out BrodesMedia. That link will be down in the description below. And don't forget to check out the links to the Flyer Pod merchandise website and the link for Flyers Nitty Gritty. All that stuff in the description below. Don't forget to check it out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone. And I will see you next time. It's been fun baseball. Definitely a lot of fun baseball.